Alright, Liberty City! I'm back, Martin, and yeah, Salto Leon is waiting for us. So, last time I had some issues with the triads, and so basically, Tony Ciprian told me that the place needs to be blew up to the sky, and looks like I agree to it. But really, that's it. That job was kind of fun. I had some issues with a gang war, where Triad and Leo members were all over the place, and I also took, um, what was her name? Maria out, since Salvatore asked me to do it, because he really can't stand her, because yeah, we all know how Maria acts in Liberty stories. But for now, we're working for the Dawn, and this cutscene might be a bit more interesting.
Leave us alone for a minute. The Colombian cartel is making spank somewhere in Liberty, but we don't know where. And they seem to know everything we're doing before we do. We got us a rat. There's a guy named Curly Bob, works the bar at Luigi's. He's been throwing more money around than he's earning. He ain't pimping or pushing, so he must be talking. He usually gets a taxi home after work, so follow him. And if he's ratting us out, kill him.
Aye, so there are some rumors about some kind of drug operation, and I guess if we talking to this Curly Bob or just having his meeting with someone, I think we could have some information about this certain location. So yeah, let's head to it. I mean, I already have a taxi, so it might give me some inspiration to not crash that thing. But I don't know if a damaged vehicle could make a difference for the AI. Because yeah, we all know this mission, it has two different ways to complete it. Either you bring a taxi by yourself, and this whole thing acts like some kind of taxi side mission, or you just follow him with the spookometer, which I don't know, only arrived in San Andreas, and really that's it. Only in two missions there. Well, that was the first attempt. I mean, yeah, I know there were some following missions, but I believe that. Ah, thanks. Good. Really good. Come on, just walk away. But most of these missions was just you're too close, head back to if you can or something like that. That was the title. But the game didn't show you that how the certain NPC felt if you were too close. Alright, we're heading a bit closer to this location. Here we are. I will enjoy your ride.
Here comes our little friend, Mr. Big Mouth himself.
Were you followed? You know what goes on here is our little secret, Abby.
No, I wasn't followed. You got my stuff?
Here's your spank, Squealer. Now talk.
Okay, so the Leons are fighting wars on two fronts. They're in a turf war with the Triads, with no sign of either side giving up. Meanwhile, Joey Leone has stirred up some bad blood with the Forellis. Every day they're losing men and influence in the city. Salvatore's becoming dangerous and paranoid. He expects everybody and everything.
And with loyalty like yours, what has he possibly got to worry about?
Yeah, it sounds really convincing. I mean, yeah, it's a fact that Sato Leon is a bit paranoid. Shotgun! And extra money! I mean, yeah, CJ robbed the casino of his, so of course he's a bit nervous since then. I mean, even in GTA Liberty Stories, he tried to shot, he tried to shoot Cipriani as well. He even admitted that he's not so well in terms of trusting others. I mean, it makes sense. Imagine losing such a big amount of profit and investment by losing that Caligula's casino. Of course, he's a bit nervous to comfort any strangers, and yep, the Forelli is losing their influence. I think they already gone by this part of the story, but who knows, maybe. Anyway, I'm back again. I wonder what's going to be the next part of this Leon sequence, or just seeing how our old Don is doing.
The cartel has got bottomless funds from pushing that spank crap. If we make an open attack on them, they'll wipe the floor with us. They must be making spank on that big boat that Curly led you to. So we gotta use our heads. Or rather, one head. Your head. I'm asking you to destroy that spank factory as a personal favor to me, Salvatore Leone. If you do this for me, you will be a made man. Anything you want. Go and see 8-Ball. You'll need his expertise to blow up that boat.
I know that the Leones and the cartels aren't friends, and I believe they also hating drugs. They don't want to spread it or making it, and it's already a bad sign if our rival gang has already a whole ship were taken making all these illegal products. So yeah, it kind of makes sense why this mission is about to happen. And I remember that if I played this game without modding, Sarda will say some kind of line before the text appears on the screen. But I don't know why it's out from the PS2 mod. Maybe because that was some kind of cut dialogue from another mission that never made it into the game. But it really doesn't matter anyway.
Yo, my man. Salvatore phoned ahead, but a job like this is gonna need a lot of fireworks. I'll need $100,000 to cover expenses. But you know, with me, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Come back, brother, when you have the money.
Yeah, this whole mission is nothing but a cutscene reminding the player that yeah, you need to earn some cash to actually continue the game, so you got to do some side missions. I mean, what else this cutscene is for? Explore the whole world, because you probably lose a bunch of money and bought some weapon and repair your car and just enjoy the open world environment, but you didn't do any side missions yet. I mean, even if I didn't do any side missions, I still would have $100,000 for this. But anyway, yeah, just continue the game as it is.
Okay, let's do this then. I can set this baby to detonate, but I still can't use a piece with these hands. Here, this rifle should help you pop some heads.
It's quite funny how he also made those bombs that blew up Forstaunton in Liberty City Stories, and now he's about to do the same with this container ship. Let's just say, after playing Liberty City Stories, it's very different to look at some characters, and of course some of them introduced in a way more grounded and natural way in GTA 3 because they were meant to be as they were in Liberty City Stories. But yeah, playing a prequel, just watching a prequel movie, for example, could give you some depth for certain characters, even if they were really on the surface in the original titles, for example. I remember that while I was doing this mission on the different edition, what about the edge of that ship? I can look inside of it. This place is a wreck. So I couldn't skip the cutscene here, and what I always find really funny is that the way they hold their guns was a bit inaccurate. I mean, like if they were holding in the wrong way, couldn't aim properly. So they used the aiming animation, but the whole weapon's position was aimed to the air, mid-air. Okay, so that's how it looks. And what about this part? It seems like some kind of abandoned ship that wasn't used at least a decade ago, or even further. Alright, so it's time to blow this guy's head off, and I'm not using the control because then I will stay here forever. Damn. I got to hurry since A-Ball is coming closer and closer and won't stop. I mean, yeah, GTA 3 was a bit visually more extreme, especially if you could shoot down the shoot off the limbs from these NPCs. It's crazy. Okay, I think he's done. Have a good one, A-Ball. It's been a great fun. My car! It's still one of the coolest cutscenes in all of GTA. Alright. $150,000. So I basically got my money back and another 50. Nice. And if I'm right, this ship's sunken model or wrecked model can be found in Vice City, not far from Vice Docks, and another ship not far from the Vice City Mall, but it's broken in two parts, and there's a submarine not far of it. Probably a reference that it was shot down by that Soviet submarine. I mean, that was my theory. Alright, I think this is the last mission for Salvatore Leon, and it's kind of funny because this is truly a short video.
It's my favorite cleaner. I'm proud of you, my boy. You kicked the shit out of those grease balls. I just got one little job for you before we can all celebrate. There's a car around the block from Luigi's club. The inside is covered in brains. We had to help some guy make up his mind, and it proved a little messy. Take it to the crusher before the cops find it.
Well, that mission sounds relatively easy. It kind of reminds of me of... Oh, I thought I could jump the top of these designs. These sculptures or stones, whatever. I mean, the collisions are way beyond higher than it looks. So this mission really reminds me of that Vincenzo mission where I think there was a Banshee, which was his car, I guess, and just need to park it somewhere else. But yeah, that car was meant to be as a trap, so Tony could be arrested by the police and Vincenzo could have his own, I don't know, joy as being a right hand of Salvatore Leon. But we all know how things turned out later. The car's a trap! Meet me at the slip south of Callahan Bridge. Whatever you say. So it's Cheetah, the fastest car in the game, I guess. And I don't see it's covered in brains, but screw it. Well, thanks, Artelion. You're really a reasonable guy, but I heard the rumors from this curly bob guy. So yeah, I'm heading on my way. So what's bothering you?
Listen, Salvatore thinks that we're going behind his back, so he was offering you to the cartel in order to make a deal. I couldn't let him do that. I mean, the worst thing is, it's all my fault because I told him we were an item. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Look, you're a marked man on the mafia turf, and I've got to get out of here too. I've seen too much killing, too much blood.
So you talk too much, and that's why I'm an enemy for the mafia.
Come on, enough of the speeches. We better get out of here before we get more hysterical Italians wanting less friendly reunions.
I love that Claude is at the same time in the cutscene with his own cutscene model or something, while he was already behind the wheel of this reefer boat. Basically, Claude was cloned for this cutscene. It was an issue that was fixed in the Definite Edition, but yeah, this cutscene is always pretty funny. And if I'm right, the lazies are always sleeping on the boat, and I don't know, in the Definitive Edition there are some boxes filled with fish, and sometimes they sleep inside of them. I mean, just looks pretty ridiculous, especially that they feel pretty generous about it, not feel bothered or anything. I mean, yeah.
Asuka and I are gonna have to talk. Why don't you go cruise around?
You'll need a place to lie low. There's a warehouse at the edge of Belleville that should suit your needs. Come back here to my condo when you're ready, and you and me can have a little chat.
Sure, Asuka or Asuka, or how should I spell your name? Yeah, and here we are in Staunton Island. Basically Manhattan, and Portland is way far away by now. So yeah, it's time to get in a car, which is a Yakuza Stinger. I don't know why am I spelling it wrong.
News just in from the traffic desk. Repairs to the Callahan Bridge have been completed. Since the explosion, engineers have been working around the clock to get traffic flowing between Portland and Staunton Island once again.
It's quite odd that here in Staunton Island, the radar actually shows you, or minimap shows you, where this pay and spray and the ammunition is, unlike in Portland or Shortsandville later. Well, I guess that's it for today. I had some issues with the mafia, I think, and maybe the Yakuza could help me out, or these fine people of this part of the city. So yeah, see you guys later.